This was Johnson's story, who lived in a mountain village. And even at 24 years old, he was restless. Johnson's mind always ran like a storm. The sharp waves of past sorrows, the deep currents of future fears, these all had drowned in his thoughts. Every day he felt tired, and every night he restlessly searched for sleep. Sometimes he thought about his failures. Other times he worried about the problems of the next day. He was anxious. I must do something. This was the phrase he always said to himself. Why can't I find peace? One day, when Johnson was once again sitting in his room, sad, he heard a mysterious story. Beyond the mountains, in a village, an old man lives. People said that this man was a famous psychologist who once taught people the path to peace. But then he disappeared into the village. What was his secret? What magic did his life hold? Johnson's heart began to beat faster. If he can give me peace, he thought, then I must meet him. Johnson decided that he would go to the village. But the path was not easy. The mountain's heights, the journey through lush valleys. Everything was tough and complicated. Yet, his resolve was strong. Because he was certain that this journey could bring peace to his mind. After days of continuous travel, finally, he reached the village. A village that no one had ever truly noticed. This village was quiet. The atmosphere here had a special peace. And the streets were filled with the rustling of greenery. Johnson saw a small house, where an old man was sitting on the porch. His eyes were closed, and he was so peaceful that Johnson felt as though time had stopped here. Johnson slowly approached him and said, "Grandfather, my mind is very restless. I need peace. Can you help me?" The old man opened his eyes with a smile and said, "Peace is within you. You just need to find it. Come with me. I will give you a task." The old man took Johnson to his courtyard. He filled a glass with water to the brim and handed it to Johnson, and said, "Take this glass, go to the edge of the village, and then come back. But remember, not a single drop of water should fall." Johnson stared at the glass in amazement. The water was so full that even the slightest movement could make it spill. But he decided that he would complete this challenge. He felt as though this mysterious task was very important for him. Johnson carefully held the glass and began to walk. The path was difficult. There was a narrow path between the trees and the mountains. But Johnson kept his full attention on the glass. This was not just any challenge. This was the way to calm his mind. As he walked along the path, people stared at him. But Johnson ignored everything. His focus was solely on the glass. Did you see the children playing? Or hear the dogs barking? The old man asked Johnson, when he returned and not a single drop of water had fallen from the glass. Johnson answered, "No, I saw nothing. Because I was only focused on the glass." The old man smiled and said, "This is the secret you were looking for. When you fully focus on the present moment, your mind is at peace. You are not sad in the memories of the past, nor are you caught in the worries of the future." Johnson felt a transformation within himself. So this peace was within me. I just needed to focus my attention in the right place. The old man nodded and said, "Peace has always been within you. You just needed to learn to control your thoughts." When Johnson left for his village, he was a different person. Now his mind was at peace, because he knew how to keep his mind focused on the present moment. He was free from old worries and fears. because he had learned how to control his mind. This story teaches us that peace is only within us. It does not come from outside. We need to live in the present moment, focus our attention in the right place, and find peace. It is all hidden within us. We just need to realize it.